Guys, today I'm going to show you how to make sourdough coffee cake. Okay, I got this recipe from food.com by way of one of my subscribers, the Blessed Orchid. Her channel name is RESSENYCVA, and she sent this to me, and it looked pretty easy, and we didn't have to let anything wait overnight, so I decided I'm going to give this a try. So right now in my bowl, all I have is 2 tablespoons of water, and to that I'm going to add 1 cup of sourdough starter, which I fed earlier today. As always, I'm going to have to get another utensil to get it out. I'm going to go ahead and put this, so that's a cup of sourdough starter. Make sure I get as much of it as I can. Okay. I have my oven preheated to 350 degrees. Remember to rinse your utensils right away, because that starter will cake up on you. Honey, can you go tell them I said to keep it down?
Sure.
Thank you. I'm going to put this to the side. Now, so I got that going. I'm going to mix it a little bit with that water. Now I'm going to add to this, this is my wet mixture, 1 egg. Okay. I'm supposed to beat my egg first, but I usually just put it in there and just do this. Bam, it's beaten without me having to use a separate bowl. See? So I got my 1 egg, my sourdough starter. Now I'm going to add in a 1/3 cup of vegetable oil. That's my 1/3 cup. Third cup of vegetable oil. Can you go get the baby for me? So I have that in there. And I'm going to put this to the side for a minute so I can get together my dry ingredients. In this bowl here, I already have 3/4 cup of sugar and 1 cup of flour. You can use all-purpose, you can use whatever you want to use. Okay, to this I'm going to add half a teaspoon of salt. Half a teaspoon of salt, and I'm going to add in a teaspoon of baking soda. Teaspoon of baking soda. I'm also going to add a teaspoon of cinnamon. So I got my teaspoon of cinnamon. I need something to whisk this together. I don't have a whisk, but I'm going to use a fork. So this is all my dry ingredients. So I'm going to add this into my wet ingredients while I'm stirring. Now the baking soda that's in here should make the sourdough starter react. It likes baking soda. It likes to react to it. Okay. So I'm getting this all mixed. Stirring this a little bit. I actually think I'm going to add another 2 tablespoons of oil in it. Don't want it to be too dry. Although I know coffee cake is crumbly, I don't think my mix looks a little bit dry. I'm just tweak it a little bit. Okay, this looks good. So I got my pan waiting, already greased, And we're gonna get ready to make our topping to go on this for a coffee cake. I'm gonna put this into my pan. This feels really thick, like not like cake batter, but more like sweetbread batter. For those of you who've ever made sweetbreads, like almost like cinnamon rolls before you add the last cup of flour in. But it should come out, because of the sourdough, it should come out really light, because the sourdough tends to lighten up the dough a lot. I noticed that's a benefit of it. So I'm going to spread this out evenly. So excited to find a recipe that doesn't include me having to wait several hours with the sourdough. I'm really excited about that. I made some sourdough pancakes the other day, but you know, I didn't show that because I don't have a griddle and they just didn't come out that pretty. I mean, we ate them, they taste good, but I want to like get my griddle on and show you how nice and fancy they can look. I want to put water in that right away. So we can get ready and make our, look at that, make our topping. For our topping, we're going to need 2 tablespoons of butter. Make sure it's softened. I just took mine out, but I think it'll be okay. 2 tablespoons of butter. To that, we're going to add a half a cup of brown sugar. One second. Can't get this out. I should have had pre-done this. Okay, that's a 1/4 cup. I think I'm gonna start keeping this in a mason jar so it'll be easier to get it out. Trying to transfer everything over is, you know, don't always have the time to deal with it. Okay, so I got my butter, got my brown sugar. I want to add a tablespoon of flour. Put the flour away. Tablespoon of flour, and now I want to put teaspoon of cinnamon. All right. And now I want to get in there and get it all incorporated. I'm going to mush this butter a little bit, and then I'm going to get in there with my hands to make my crumble. So we just want to make a crumble for the top. You can add nuts, chopped nuts into this as well. I'm just going to do it plain this first time around. Just get a feel for the recipe. And then I'll start doing little extras, probably adding in some raisins even into the batter. That might be good. Like, you know, any type of dried fruits or something. Maybe even put chocolate in it. Who knows? Okay. My crumble is all nice and incorporated. Let me get a little bit more. Still got a little butter all in one spot. Okay, so here's my crumble. I'm going to take my pan and I'm going to place my crumble all over the top here. This will be a little bit more crumbly than this. Butter is trying to make it stick up a little bit too. Try to spread it out all over the top. This smells nice. I know this is going to taste good. We're going to bake this in a 350-degree oven for 30 minutes. Sorry, 35 minutes. and then I'll be back to show you the results. Once again, I would like to thank the Blessed Orchid for this recipe. Appreciate it. All right. This is gonna be good, guys. So I'll be back. Okay, guys. Here is the finished product. It's on the cooling rack. It looks like the brown sugar and the butter, it melts down into the dough. It creates like craters. I think I'm gonna spread it out more next time so my craters can be more evenly distributed. But I'm about to cut off a little piece so you can see what it looks like. Look at that. Look how soft that is. You see how I can squeeze that and it came out super soft considering how dense the dough look. And it's nice and crumbly. You cut a slice here. See, look at that. Woo, hot. So, good recipe. Thanks.